Hello, everybody. How is it going?
Did you really just do? Hello, freedom culture.
Dun, dun, dun.
How do you want to start this video?
I don't give a good goose fart on a muggy day. Oh, coughing. Hey, family. How's everybody doing on day 4 of kind of being social distanced from the rest of the world? I hope that you're not being too distanced from connecting with others. I hope that you're still reaching out in love and relationship with your friends, your family, and the neighbors around you. This is a perfect time to be doing that because there's a lot of people who are feeling hopeless and really feeling less than encouraged right now. So the hope of Christ that is in you, Colossians 1:27, is what we should be sharing right now. But we wanted to come and chat with you guys for a minute because we, up to this point, had planned on meeting Friday night for a regular Freedom Culture ministry night, 7 o'clock in the fireside room. However, we kind of have some news.
Yeah. So they are not allowing us to use that room on Friday night. So we have to come up with a different way to connect with you guys.
Right.
So what
the CDC also is recommending that we are not gathering in more than groups of 10 right now.
10 or less, yeah.
Hopefully that won't last too long and we can get back together again. But for now, the actual community room is closed. They won't even let us use it. So here we are. What are some ideas we've got to maybe connect?
What I was thinking was maybe we could do like a webinar or kind of go-to-meeting conference
interpretive breakdance fighting. We could do that.
I'll leave that up
Ministry
to you.
style.
Ministry style. You can do like throwing stars for Jesus and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So we're kind of thinking. Love to hear you guys' feedback on that. It's something that you guys would plug into. So let us know. Comment on this feed or shoot us an email or whatever. And if we have enough people that are like, yeah, let's do it, then we get to see your smiling faces over the screen. So it's not as good as in person, but it's the next best thing.
Yes, and I think in this time especially, there's some things that the Lord has really put on our hearts. And I've been awakened in the morning with several things that the Lord just keeps downloading to do some teaching on and equipping on for the body of Christ. Because we are seeing that this is a time of a pressure test. We're really seeing that our responses to what is going on, and we're seeing how that's affecting our faith and seeing some areas that I think we need to really press into. So I think that it's a good idea for us to also do maybe some teaching videos and then kind of gathering everybody to do conference calling or go-to meetings, kind of like the video meetings, and maybe praying together and just kind of connecting that way. I do want to read to you from John 3, chapter 3, verse 6. Jesus was talking to Nicodemus when he came to him in the night and was asking about being born again and how that was possible to be born again. And Jesus explained to him that it was a birth of the Spirit. And in verse 6, he says, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. And so I want to remind you again, I said this in the last video that I did on my personal Facebook feed, but I want to remind you as our brotherhood, as our family, that you are a spirit, that you have a soul and you live in a body. In the body, the flesh, the soul is feeling some things right now with everything that is going on because this world is passing away and we're going to feel these pains, the earthquakes, the droughts, the fires, the viruses, the things that are breaking out. But you are a spirit, and that which is born of spirit is spirit, walks by the Spirit, lives by the Spirit reality. So it doesn't mean that earthly things, we should stick our head in the sand about them, but you can live above that space because you walk in a different realm. You walk in a spiritual realm, and the spirit realm is not moved right now. It is not uncertain. It is not shakable. So we want you guys to make sure that you're fixing your eyes upon that truth, that you are a spirit and you walk as a spirit.
Yeah, and I think that the other thing that is really important, that in this time of uncertainty and all of that, that we bring the kingdom. So when we interact with other people, as we're social distancing, new term, that we're still bringing the kingdom to everyone that we meet with, especially in this time when people are just gripped with fear and anxiety, worries about just all kinds of different things. So, that's our commission now, is to really just go out and be the kingdom to people, let them know that they don't need to be worried, they don't need to be in fear, that Jesus is the answer.
Right, because we have the hope of the world. And obviously that's always been our commission, but this is such an important time to take these opportunities wherever you work, wherever you go, if you go into the grocery store. And we're going to do some videos on sharing your faith, sharing the hope of Christ, and some different tips to do that, and also some equipping on praying for people and praying for healing and that kind of thing. So we'll be putting those out too over this time, but we just wanted to connect with you and give you the updates that we will not be meeting Friday night. So please do not come to the fireside room at 7 o'clock Friday night, because nobody will be there. But if you want to call us anytime, reach out to us anytime. We're here to pray with you guys, to talk with you guys, to work with you and communicate with you that way. And after kind of the hype of everything is cooled off a little bit, we'll just, even if we have to meet in our apartment or something, we'll start getting back together, and hopefully even by the next meeting. I mean, we don't meet again until the first Friday in April, so we're kind of hoping that things will cool off by then. But until then, you will see our faces on video, and let's do some live stream or like live go-to meetings and stuff to try to connect. So
that's it. You guys are awesome.
Until then, be good.